Greeley. But that's not what the splits are going to say. We will head to Greeley though. Alright, so this part of the speed run is going to focus on the grind section of the run. The grind takes about 1 minute and 50 seconds if done optimally. But here in the tutorial, we're going to take it a little bit slow. So, as soon as you get on Greeley, the first thing you're gonna want to do is jump back and land in the ship. You can do it in the black screen before the cutscene. I didn't do it just so I could explain it to you guys. I have theory crafted that you could possibly run to this vendor, then run back to the ship before the cutscene plays, because you could activate the vendor during that black screen. Right now, I think that's a little bit too tight to try right now, so I don't really recommend it. But if you want to try for it, go ahead and try for it. Tell me how it works. Tell me if you got it. But as soon as we land on Greeley, go back to the ship. I want to go to Sargasso. But Killa, we just went to Sargasso. Why do we need to go back? There's no mission objectives over there. As I said before, this is the grind section. We are going to be picking up the Pyroblaster, and that is going to be your main damage dealing weapon for the rest of the run. Gonna want to do your upgrades. It is okay if you run out of Raritanium at this point. In fact, I'm going to stop putting my Raritanium on right here and then continue explaining afterwards. Basically, this is the Raritanium upgrade, which I deem the most useful for the time being. It could change, like it might be right here, but don't do any more upgrades right here for right now. Wait until after. I'll tell you when you want to upgrade your weapon again. But basically, what we're going to be doing here is we're going to get a specific dino to be into that infinite death cycle once more. And we're actually going to level up our Pyroblaster immediately to level 5 off of this one dino. It's a little bit tight. I'm going to show you guys how it's done, and if I fail it, I will go back on the safety save I'm going to make right now and show you guys. Also, I'm saving over Greeley, so that's kind of fitting. So, right here, what we're going to do is we're going to charge. You also want to make sure that you have 2 Groovichons for this moment. If you don't, you might be screwed out of getting the grind first try. You're just going to have to die and then get off of 2 dinosaurs. It is optimal to have 2 Groovichons at this moment. So what we're going to do, throw this dinosaur into the mud, throw a second Groovichon out right as he's falling into the mud. Get up right next to him. Just don't immediately fire, like don't keep firing into them. You don't want to stagger your firing for the blaster. As you can see, I already have level 5. That was just off of 1 dinosaur. That's how you get the maxed out incinerator and skip all the weapon cutscenes for it. As you can see, I was pausing intermittently in between that, just because I didn't want to see the weapon level cutscenes. So anytime you see that your bar is filled up or about to fill up, pause. But just to show off like what I was doing in there, I was just like tapping. Now I'll even show it on the fake controller right here. I was just tapping, not holding, tapping. Because if you stagger fire, you're not going to do as much damage as you are if you're just holding onto the incinerator. You're going to do slightly less damage, but you're going to do that damage over a longer period of time since you're not killing the dino as fastly. Now, if you look at the map, it actually shows you all the dinosaurs that are still alive by a soul marker in the game. The fact that there isn't a soul marker in the cave means that we have outright killed the dinosaur by depleting its health in the cave. We can no longer use that dinosaur. Cave Dino is a one-shot dinosaur. If you push him into the mud, he will completely despawn unless you manage to die before he does. If you die before he dies, like by falling into the mud, then you can potentially use him more than once. I will also show you guys the backup dinosaur if you need to use him. But basically just pop him once with pyro, push him into the mud. Boom. Dead. Doesn't give you as many souls as you need to. But that's all you need to do. Now, if you want to be 100% safe, feel free to turn in the souls right now as I'm speaking. You can turn in the souls just fine. You'll have enough bolts for the rest of the run. But naturally, you get the rest of the bolts that you need for the run throughout just the enemies that you kill for the rest of the run. You don't need to turn in the souls to be safe, because as you can see, I am at 1,964,048 bolts in the standard playthrough. You do not need these bolts. It is mainly a safety precaution if you want to turn them in. However, if you feel inclined, like if you feel like you have been running low on bolts when you get to Jacindu, which is the last planet where you buy your last weapon, then feel free to turn in those souls and get the extra money that you need or feel like you need. Not necessarily the case that you need them.